If you guys haven't known about the Corgi's been around for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And its hit rate is awful. I don't know why all of a sudden we're just like, dude, the Corgi's on fire. I don't really care what the Corgi says.
No bet slips, no track record, not showing their units. I mean, a lot of red flags for that Corgi.
Yeah, the Corgi, I'm out on the Corgi.
I'm out.
Welcome back to another episode live from the dojo. Remember, we just dropped merch, so make sure you guys go check that out on the Book It Sports website, and you can get this podcast wherever you get podcasts. That means Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and the YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're sitting here on the back of the Devils are about to get eliminated. The Celtics are the most fraudulent team in the NBA, and I don't know what to do about the Nuggets.
Yeah. I mean, the Devils last night, 6-1?
Yeah.
Tough, dude. I mean, they just won 8-4. I knew the Canes were going to bounce back after that absolute slaughter, but not in that fashion. Not in New Jersey. That was a tough loss.
No, I did not see that coming.
We did hit a lay with them in it, though, so shout out the Canes. But, I mean, I want to see your team move on. The Devils are way sicker to watch than the fucking Hurricanes are. But this NBA playoffs is happening exactly, or at least in the Western Conference, exactly how I expected it. Lakers up 3-1 on the Warriors. Nuggets take a commanding win at home in Game 5. Nuggets are up 3-2 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Lakers are up 3-1. I said Nuggets, Lakers, Western Conference Finals. Whatever happens in the East, I was way off about the East. I know you're on the same page here. I can't pick a right side in this fucking Heat series. Props or sides or totals. So I really kind of just tuned out from that series. But what's going on in the West, big fan of it. I see Lakers, Nuggets, Western Conference Finals. Nuggets are going to win that series. And it's going to be Nuggets-Sixers. Battle of the MVPs.
Nuggets-Sixers. I could see it. I still think we're going to be sitting here going, the Heat are probably going to eliminate the Knicks. I don't know if it'll be tonight. It's still hard to play in MSG. I wouldn't be shocked if the Knicks got one more and then went back to Miami and lost.
Got one more in me.
I got one more in me. I'm not going home. But I would not be shocked if the Sixers get upset by the Heat if the Heat advance. I also would not be shocked if the Celtics come back here.
I wouldn't either, but they just did.
I'm not going to put them to bed, but I don't get them.
I don't get them at all, dude.
I don't understand it. Like, what is happening?
I don't know. It's like they crumble at the weirdest times. Jaylen Brown not making his fucking free throws.
But then it's like Jason Tatum scores 36 and they lose by like 10. It makes no sense. But when they win by like 1,000, he's got 8 points.
8 points at half, or full game. I don't know, dude. It's such a weird, discombobulated team. I don't know what's going on. I was very high on them going into this. I thought they were gonna make the finals. I cannot believe they're down 3-2 right now.
It's actually incredible. I mean, the Sixers were never going to be an easy matchup. I feel like the Sixers were another team kind of coming in that no one was talking about because I think everyone thought, well, they're going to beat the Nets because the Nets are pretty much the worst team in the playoffs. But then they're going to have to play the Celtics, and the Celtics are the team of destiny this year. Jason Tatum is on a revenge tour. The narrative felt good, but the Sixers team is good and deep.
Yeah, and I like seeing Embiid show up when it really, really matters. You know, he's got his back against the wall. The process, we've been waiting for it for years to actually get past this hump, and I would love to see Embiid get past this hump. So I'm proud of Embiid for stepping up in big moments, and he's got role players that are stepping up when needed. And the process is finally coming together, and they're so close to getting past this round. If they get past this round, I think they make it to the finals. They just got to win one more game.
And I don't know if you're going to agree or disagree with this, but if Draymond Green did what Joel Embiid did to Grant Williams, he would have been suspended for 2 games. I don't understand how that went unsuspended if you're going to suspend Draymond for the...
That was complete accident.
So was Draymond's in the Kings series. He got his leg grabbed.
No, that was more animated, and Draymond's got that history. Embiid meant nothing by that. That was just a tough place for your foot to land. You know?
You could say the same thing for Draymond. Tough. Where else is he going to put his foot?
Yeah, but he emphasized the movement coming down.
I mean, Grant Williams' face was almost flat.
It literally was flat. But there's not a single thing anyone could have done in that situation to avoid that. Whereas Draymond, he made a whole fucking scene. He's waving his hands around.
But again, I will say though, I think the Sixers probably beat the Heat or beat the Celtics. But I will not be shocked if the Heat are in the NBA Finals. Like, I would not be shocked if the Heat are in the NBA Finals, and I think I'll tell you why. The Heat match up very, very well with the Sixers.
Yeah.
I would be more concerned for the Knicks playing the Sixers than I would the Heat playing the Sixers, especially now that playoff Jimmy is fully activated, dude. I mean, this is a Knicks team that in the regular season I don't think lost to the Heat. I think they maybe lost one game to the Heat.
Yeah. I'm tired.
They can't. It doesn't even look like they have their shoes on most games against the Miami Heat. Dude.
Yeah. I'm tired of betting against the Heat. I keep doubting them.
But I can't bet on them.
I can't. As soon as I do, they lose outright.
That's what I'm
5
saying.
Point favorite.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's really annoying. But I would not be shocked either.
And we do have 2 elimination games tonight. We will know if the Lakers or the Heat are moving on by tonight. This episode will drop on Wednesday. So
that Corgi that's been going around Twitter has the Warriors winning against the Lakers in 7, and he's predicted every game correct in this series so far. I'm fucking fading that Corgi, man.
if you guys haven't known about the Corgi's been around for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And its hit rate is awful. I don't know why all of a sudden we're just like, dude, the Corgi's on fire. Like the Corgi also, I'm pretty sure, like a year ago predicted the Mavs like full sweep of like whatever team they were playing, and it went to like 7 games. So like I don't really care what the Corgi says.
No bet slips, no track record, not showing their units. I mean, a lot of red flags for that Corgi.
Yeah, the Corgi, I'm out on the Corgi.
I'm out.
I would actually almost rather take the Lakers +7 tonight just to fade the Corgi.
+7 is the spread?
That's the spread tonight. It's 7.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
Are you shocked, though? The Celtics were 7 last night. It doesn't matter.
Dude, like...
These spreads don't... I don't know where... Like, I genuinely don't know where Vegas is getting these spreads because... Like, just because you're at home, I don't really think that warrants an insane spread in the playoffs. The Warriors are -7.5 tonight.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of points. I saw a trend that was like some guy on TikTok, I forget his name, but he makes good videos, was saying...
They've only covered that once at home against the Lakers, so I don't know why that would be the spread.
He was saying that if you are looking to figure out who to bet on in Game 5s, just instead of thinking about looking at the spread, just think about who's going to win this series, because the winner of a Game 5 goes on to win that series like 80% of the time. So if you think the Lakers are going to win this series, Lakers money line +300 or whatever it is, not a bad bet at all, because winners of Game 5 go on to win over 80% of the time.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, Sixers plus Chicky money line +250 at last night would have been a crispy wager. Crispy.
And I looked at that 7.5, and I was like, I mean, I just don't want to be the guy that takes the Sixers away from home coming back.
Yeah.
Like with Jason Tatum hearing all the noise, Jaylen Brown hearing all the noise. And I took the Celtics team total over, and they just come out about as flat as can be, dude.
Flat. Dave sent me a 2-piece lay early in the morning. It was Sixers +7.5 and the Suns under. So sharp.
That was so sharp.
The
Suns under was crazy. I mean, you sat here and put your life on it.
So sharp. It was a rare. I have maybe once in a blue moon just a play where I wake up. I'm literally not throwing. I'll throw maybe one parlay, but like nothing else. I've got all my eggs in this basket. I was so confident in that Suns Nuggets game to go under last night, and I did say that all the superstars were going to go under their points, and I woke up this morning so pissed because I didn't fucking actually take my own call and throw all the superstars in a PrizePicks entry, and they all soared under. All of them. Jokic,
Yeah, I got boned. I took Marcus Smart points, rebounds, assists over 21.5. Guess how many you had? 21,
yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, under season, I know you're Mikey overs and you're never going to take an under, but at least just think about this when at least placing your entries. It's couldn't be more under season.
But you can't say this and then not do it.
No,
Put out a full entry of overs and it full fades, and then come on the couch and be like, it's under season, then put out super goats of overs. Like, you have to, you can't just say it. You have to be about it.
You're right.
You're not going to sit here and have you be like, the unders are hitting at an insane clip, and then open your Twitter and it's 6 overs that all went under.
Yeah, you're right. But I could name 25 players last night that the community had money on to go over and do their job that went under. Off the top of my head, Hughes, Timo, Burns, Robo, Wyatt Johnson, fucking Higdon, Hintz. That's just 2 games on the fucking ice. That does not include Ottinger, fucking Grubauer, any goalie on the ice really went fucking under. Then you got every superstar in the Suns game. You got Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Brogdon. Fucking all these dudes are going under, man. Those are just like, that's 15 guys right there that, off the top of my head, that we needed going.
I think Jason Tatum and KD went over.
KD, how many points did KD have? He didn't go over.
Oh, no, Booker didn't go over.
No one went over in that game.
Wow.
Yeah. Not even Jokic, and he had 29 points. The line was 30.5.
Wow, yeah, even Jamal Murray went under.
He soared under.
Michael Porter Jr. might have went over. What was his line?
He soared over. That was the one guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was about to say 19 feels odd for him.
Yeah. It was like 16.5, 15.5.
Yeah. Dude, that bench for the Suns is fucking atrocious.
Bad. I mean,
I'm just looking at it right now. I mean, that's just bad.
Going back to Denver.
They're playing a guy named Jack Landau.
Who's grubbing. Dude,
Do you know where he went?
He's shining in place of fucking Ayton because he's a bozo.
5 and 4 is shining.
I mean, he's making clutch rebounds. Like, he's there when they need him.
No, I just love that bench is like literally bare bones.
They got Landale in the game in the clutch, dude, because Ayton sucks. But
dude,
yeah, it's a tough watch.
So bad. Okay, yeah, sorry. This episode will be coming out today, so we can talk about Heat, Knicks, Lakers, Warriors. I had an epiphany in the car. The Knicks get this one, and they cover the spread.
What is the spread?
I'm going to take the Knicks minus 3.5.
3.5 in the Gooey Garden?
In the Gooey Garden. I feel as though... Here's the thing, and I think this is something we've talked about a lot. Leadership is definitely the most important thing when you get into the playoffs, right? I mean, you see it in the Devils. We don't really have that veteran guy that's much of a leader, so... You know, when we go down 2 goals, 3 goals, it's kind of chicken with our head cut off because it's a bunch of young guys just running around. The Knicks have the weakest leader in the playoffs left, and it's Julius Randle. If you're the all-star, you're the leader. He's the weakest leader, I think, on any team in the NBA maybe. That's an all-star. Wow. I mean, I don't know if you saw his comments after the game.
No.
After the game, they asked him about, you know, what's happening, why they're losing to Miami, and he just said, I don't know, maybe we don't want it enough. I mean, that's the guy that's playing no defense.
Yeah.
And the guy that they just brought in, like literally in the middle of the year, Jalen Brunson is going, I have to be better. We have to be better. I mean, I put that on me. I have to be able to step up in spots where we need guys to step up. I mean, if your all-star leader is saying, I don't know, maybe we just don't want it as much, like he's a fucking loser. And that definitely has an effect on the team when you see that stuff, right? Because everyone sees that because it goes viral. It becomes a clip. It's all over Twitter. It's all over Instagram. So even if they're not big social media guys, you're seeing him say that. But I think we come into the Garden. Jalen Brunson puts his nuts on the table because he doesn't want to go home. And I think we get minus 3.5, and I think we cover and we go back to Miami, and then Miami beats the shit out of them because the Knicks can't play well away from home. But I think after this series, I'm just going to go for I look at the spreads too much is what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start going for the leader. In Miami, Jimmy Butler's not losing. He's not going to lose. Doesn't matter who he's playing in the playoffs. He's not going to fucking lose in Miami. And he might take one in your own crib. So I'm going to stop fading the Heat in the next series, but I'm fading them tonight. Taking the Knicks minus 3.5. I'm going to stop fading them in the next series because I think they're going to beat the Heat. And when it comes to the Lakers-Warriors, I really do think the Warriors might force 7. But I think they're going to lose in 7.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they win 2.
I think if it goes 7, I think the Warriors win in 7.
No,
yeah,
dude.
I mean, dude, that momentum that they've got going back, it would go back to the to the Bay in 7. But I think they win this one. I think they go back to LA, and that's when LA wins. Yeah.
And the problem with the Warriors is Jordan Poole is playing bad. When they went on that championship run last year, he was unconscious. He was shooting like 50%.
0 points last game. His unders have been printing.
You literally can't have that happen, dude.
Can't.
Like, I don't know what happened to him. Apparently, he got his punched in the face at the beginning of the year, so that never helps. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
People forget that he
know.
literally got socked by Draymond Green. But no, I think like he really was the guy that came off the bench and like moved the needle last year during the playoffs. Also, did you watch that last game? The Warriors should have won that game. I don't know what the fuck the game plan is, but Klay Thompson is also a liability.
He's not looking good.
Like, he's not the Klay Thompson of 3 years ago, and I don't know why he doesn't understand that. Because he'll just be chucking shit that you're like, dude, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, you're not fucking Steph.
And what was that last shot they had?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing? And I think this is why a lot of people don't think Steve Kerr's a great coach. But I feel as though He's obviously a great coach. He won the championships. He put teams together. He made them gel, and I think that's the most important part of being a coach at the NBA level. I don't think you can really coach many guys at the NBA level. I think you just have to be able to put a team together and make them gel and put them in positions to win. But I don't think it's his fault when Klay Thompson pulls up with 20 seconds left on the shot clock and just chucks one.
Yeah.
From the logo in crunch time. Like, that's not a play that he drew up, and that's not something that he can be like, all right, Klay, we don't want you to do that. Like, if Klay wants to do it, he's going to do it. So I don't really put that much on him, but, I mean, there has to be a conversation where maybe not.
Yeah.
That
was just not a good look.
Awful look, dude.
Awful look.
And you could have taken one in L.A. They were winning that whole game.
I know. That was a tough loss. That was honestly kind of a series-defining loss right there.
Do you think that this game goes over tonight? The over-under wizard. Do you think this game goes over tonight?
In the Laker game? What is it?
I bet it's going to be 228. 226.
226.5. Yeah, it probably goes over. I see a high-paced game.
You think so?
Warriors are going to set the tempo.
Back to Golden State, you don't think the Lakers come out flat? Because I want to take this over. This is one of the overs I want to take.
I think it goes over. I do like it. They've had a couple days of rest. Going back to the Bay. Warriors is a 7-point favorite. They're going to need to set the tone.
Well, did you see? I forget who said it on ESPN, but that they said that the Lakers should rest some guys.
I don't hate that.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do.
Like, do you think maybe give LeBron 18 minutes, AD 20 minutes, and then like take the loss and go back to LA? But if you lose in LA, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Or do you go, let's just end the series now and we get even longer rest?
I think
because that Nugget series is going 7.
Yeah, I think resting guys, honestly, I mean, it's going to sound soft and people disagree with doing that in the postseason, but I think that's the move, especially with the lineup they've got and how old they are. They could definitely use a little extended time in a game where you're a 7.5-point dog. It's probably not going to be tonight where you win the series, so why not just, saddle up and get ready for Game 6 at home? But
I could see it both ways. I feel like the resting is smart. Not obviously that you'll never know that you're going to win Game 6, but it's smart if you know that you can come out and feel good in Game 6. But I feel like with this Laker team, Anthony Davis is probably the last guy I want to give a lot of rest to. I feel like I need him activated at all times because game by game he goes from being the best player on the floor to literally a role player in China. So giving him extra rest scares me a little bit because I feel like that switch might turn off. I think guys like LeBron, who can just turn that on and off whenever they want, that can just show up and give you 20, 25 now at his age and knows what it takes. Guys like AD, I wouldn't trust it because I don't want to risk that switch going. You know what I mean? I feel like that playoff switch is important to keep on all the time. And especially with Anthony Davis, I would be really scared to turn that switch off for him and give him 4 days, 5 days.
I mean, the Lakers are going to go as far as Anthony Davis can take them. He's I think the most important player for the Lakers right now. Obviously, we know LeBron will get his, but it's like AD, you just don't know what you're going to get. It's such a roller coaster of a series for him. I agree. Taking him off the floor wouldn't necessarily help, but I mean, I don't see the Lakers winning tonight, so I don't see a problem with limiting some minutes for some key guys.
So maybe the Warriors -7.5?
I don't know, man. That's a lot of points.
You can't rest your guys if you're Golden State.
No, you cannot.
Even if the Lakers start taking guys off the floor, you have to beat the shit out of them.
You do. So, I don't know. The spread, that's a big one. I haven't liked these large spreads this late in the postseason.
Me either. Because I get scared to take the +7.5.
And then they win outright, and you're
That's what I'm saying.
Pissed at yourself.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I literally looked at the Sixers +7.5 last night, and I was like, the last time I took the Sixers with that many points was Joel Embiid coming back, and they lost by 1 million.
And they lost by 1 million.
At home.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? All right, let's cook a little sneak nuke presented by PrizePicks for the Wednesday games. Before we do that, though, let's talk NHL because we might want to include that in it as well. Tonight's games, we have the Leafs-Panthers, which are going to depend on whether or not you're going to Toronto. I'm sorry you're not.
Dude, at this
I don't
point,
think you're going.
I've got money on the Leafs to win the Cup. I've got a plane ticket booked to Toronto. Flight leaves tomorrow. Not without any idea whether or not I'm going to be going until like 10 o'clock tonight after the Leafs game. I'm kind of rooting for them to lose.
I don't think they're going to win.
I
genuinely don't. Having watched both these games that are on today, And I'll be honest, I don't watch a lot of games that I bet on because I think it's bad luck. And whenever I get really, really hot, I don't watch a minute of it. Especially during college basketball, I think I would watch one game out of this 10 I would bet because I just think it's bad luck for me to watch a game. Whenever I watch a game, I always lose it. But I watch a lot of the playoff hockey because I don't care because it's exciting. The Leafs are going to lose this game for sure.
I'm going to tell you why they're not. Because it's going to be incredibly inconvenient when they win this game. And I'm going to have to go to Toronto. And I'm going to have to watch the Leafs lose in 5 in horrendous fashion.
I'm just to be an inconvenience to you.
I promise you the Leafs are winning tonight. They're not going to get swept. I'm not saying this as a fan. I'm not saying this as somebody with money on the Leafs. I promise you the Leafs are going to fucking win tonight because I don't want them to.
Dude, but the Panthers are so hard to play
They
against.
are.
And the Leafs are just so bad.
What's the line? Minus 130?
They're minus 120.
I'm telling
Leafs
you.
are.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
The
Leafs
win,
are going to fucking
and then they
win.
lose in Toronto.
And they're going to lose in Toronto. It's exactly what's going to happen. It's exactly what's
I
going
love
to
the
happen.
narrative that they just want to be an inconvenience.
It would be, dude, because I'd rather just go to Vegas, go watch McDavid play the Knights.
I think it's a better game. You get to watch McDavid and Eichel
I know
battle.
the series is unless they pull off the unthinkable. I have seen it once when I was in high school. I remember the LA Kings were down 3-0. And I was like, damn, because they were going into the playoffs like one of the best teams. I think they were like the 1 seed. And they were down 3-0. I think it was to the Sharks. And pulled off magic. Won 4 straight games.
No way.
Yeah. It was
I don't
unbelievable.
remember that. I don't remember that.
Then they ended up winning the cup.
I can't imagine Barry on ESPN late night after they did
Dude,
that.
yeah.
He was definitely going nuts.
Yeah.
I used to live for him on ESPN when he would come on and talk about hockey. It'd be so great.
They went on to win that cup that year. That was a crazy run. But it has been done. We saw it with the Red Sox and the Yankees in 2004. We saw it with the Kings in like 2012 or whatever year that was. But I promise you the Leafs are going to win tonight.
I just don't think the Leafs and Oilers are good, I'll be honest. Like, I'm going to take the Knights plus 1.5 tonight, whatever that line is. I just don't think either of these teams are good. I think they have the big name value. But when you watch them, like, I don't think they're good. I don't think the Oilers are good. I wouldn't be shocked if the Knights win this series in 5. I wouldn't be shocked if the Knights win this series in 6. And I obviously am not going to be shocked when the Panthers ultimately eliminate the Leafs. But, I mean, I'm going to take the over in the Knights game again because it not going over last game was illegal. Literally, someone should go to jail for that.
Dude.
And I'm going to take the over in this Panthers game because if the Leafs win, just to be an inconvenience, they're going to have to outscore the Panthers, and the Panthers are going to score 3 because they always score 3.
They always score 3.
So you're going to have to outscore the Panthers.
I promise you, don't take Panthers today.
I might take the plus 1.5. I don't think the Leafs win by more than 1.
No.
The Panthers are coming in just as motivated to go, let's fucking end the series. I don't want to go to fucking Toronto.
100%. They haven't taken their foot off the gas pedal.
And they won't. They're going to come out flying again.
But I just know. I just know. I just know. You're going to text me later tonight and say, you were right, Leafs rare. It's going to be 4-3. I could see overtime.
I'm just going to take both overs. That's what I'll do. I'll take both overs and call it a day.
That's fine.
And the Panthers plus 1.5.
Panthers plus 1.5. I mean, it's probably not a bad bet, but.
And the Knights plus 1.5.
It's also, I mean, dude.
I honestly think out of the 4 teams playing today, the Panthers are the only legitimate team I could see winning the cup.
I mean, yeah, they're the favorite at this point, which is crazy considering
Are they the favorite over like the Stars and the Kraken? And
yep.
They're the favorite to win the whole thing.
They have the shortest odds to win the cup.
Over the Canes, Kraken, and the Stars.
Yeah. The Panthers are fucking, I mean, it was right in front of us this entire time, man. They've been so good.
It was literally right here, dude. If I watched a lick of the regular season hockey and I watched how the Panthers played, like that style is so hard to play against in any sport, dude. When Jurgen Klopp came into Liverpool and did that, we won the FA Cup, the league, we won the Champions League, we won the Europa League. Like, we won everything. Literally everything playing like that.
Yeah.
And then everyone figured it out, and now we're like middle of the table. But, I mean, like, if I could have just watched because it was never like, let's watch the Panthers. It was like, oh, the Oilers are playing. Like, let's watch the Leafs. If I watched the Panthers and just watched how fast they played, like, in the regular season, you'll probably lose a lot of games. Once it comes down to, like, you lock into playoff mode, like, that is so hard to play against.
Very, very.
So hard.
Leafs are winning, I promise you. Dude, the freaking NHL playoffs, since I went to that Stars game, I feel like the playoff games have been absolute dog shit. Every single game.
Good.
Every single game has been 5 goals.
Oh, yeah, it's been like blowouts, yeah, which sucks.
The second round. The first round was electric. We saw a lot of great games. But second round, dude, every single fucking game. 5-1, 5-2, 6-1.
I think it's because we're also on the wrong side of a lot of them.
True. I mean, dude,
like it was electric having the Kraken not last game but the game before and then winning by like 1 million.
Yeah.
Like that was fun. Or like having like the Golden Knights and then winning by like 6 and being like, oh fuck yeah, fuck the Oilers. It's just a shame that, you know, this house isn't going to pick the Stanley Cup winner.
I know. The Leafs are winning and I'm pissed about it. I'm already mad about it.
I can't believe you think the Leafs are actually going to win.
I'm already mad, dude.
Because you're going to have to go to Toronto?
Yes.
Okay.
It should be at least 2-1 right now. Leafs should be looking to tie this series. And then I go to Toronto for a pivotal Game 5.
All right, well, let's do a sneak nuke presented by I'm already mad. It's 9:15 in the morning. He's already mad that the Leafs won. Let's do a sneak nuke presented by PrizePicks. We've got 2 NHL games, 2 NBA games. Let's do a 4-piece. We each do 1 NHL guy, 1 NBA guy. I'm going RJ Barrett points.
Really?
Yeah. I love it.
Okay.
Back at home.
What's your NHL guy?
After hearing your game script and after thinking about it, I'm going to let you have the Leafs game because I feel like that's probably our smartest move if we really want to hit one here. And I'm going to go ahead, and I feel like I should go to our GOAT and just go Draisaitl.
Okay.
SOGs.
So you're...
And I can live with him going under because McDavid's not going over.
Dude, McDavid hasn't ripped a puck in years. RJ Barrett points, Draisaitl SOGs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so out on goalie saves, man. So out on them.
Okay.
Like, they just... Dudes are getting pulled. They're letting up 5 goals. They're getting hurt.
Or should we do a Draisaitl goal?
Nah, take the SOG.
Okay.
Take the SOG. I got my unders cap on. I know we're not taking unders, but I got my unders cap on. Trying to avoid guys who I think are going to fucking...
Who's your first red flag with the unders cap on?
LeBron and AD.
Okay.
I mean, I think a safe...
Put Reeves in.
I think it's Curry assists.
Okay.
I mean, Curry's going to have the ball in his hands the entire fucking
He had
game.
14 assists last game.
He's putting the team on his back. I don't want to take his over points because, you know...
I also hate 5 3-pointers. Like, that's just...
I mean, Curry assists. I trust him to dish the rock.
All right. No, I like it. What do we got for NHL?
NHL?
Yeah. Austin Matthews at 4.5.
No, dude, I'm done with that. They got Duclair on the board for the first time all playoffs, which is interesting. But I'm thinking about W game scripts. I'm thinking the Leafs are going to win this. I know the Leafs are going to win this game, and the Panthers are going to be playing catch up. So and they're going to be ripping lots of puck. So I'm more so kind of targeting a Panther right now.
Barkov?
I think Montour, man. Montour's been a demon. I want Montour.
Montour, okay.
Kind of I'm trying to avoid...
Almost a greened out Gobby.
Trying to avoid my normal ways of going about picking gobs.
No, I like this.
Because normally I would go, oh yeah, Nylander, Matthews, fucking Marner. But I actually do think they're going to be winning this game. And I don't want to trust dudes with a lead to be ripping puck. So
we don't like Draisaitl?
No, I mean, they are playing... Draisaitl's playing with his back against the wall down in the series. They're going to need to rip. And they're going to score if they run up the score, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that series has been going 5-1 either way, you know?
Yeah.
So there's no stoppage of puck and ripping puck.
Okay.
But no, I like Draisaitl. He's a reliable guy. So Curry and Montour will be my 2 legs.
All right, so the sneak nuke presented by PrizePicks for the Wednesday games. We've got RJ Barrett more than his points, Draisaitl more than his shots on goal, and then Trent has...
Curry assists, Montour SOGs.
Both more than. I'm going to put 400 on this.
400.
I actually really like it. There's not a square I don't like. I feel like you don't like RJ, I promise.
Oh, no, I don't. hate props in the series. I'm willing to tail other confident sell jobs in the series, so I don't have a problem with RJ if you like it.
I really like RJ.
I'm down. And Draisaitl has been fucking firing. I think the first game he went under was last game, and that was a blowout, and I think he got hooked. And
I'm locked all the way.
Montour's been ripping pucks, so
I'm locked in now.
I'm gonna put 2 units.
Just put a unit. I feel like you don't love it. Put a unit.
No, I like it. I like
Put a
it.
unit
I'm
guy
not
on
doubting anything in here.
Put a unit guy on it.
I just hope I come through. Curry assists. It's a little higher than normal, but Curry's gonna have the ball in his hands so much, dude. Especially with how ass everyone else is playing. Down 3-1 in the series, man.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the exact same thing last game, and that's why I liked his over points. And he gets 30, and his line's 31.5. So it's like, I'm done with that. I'd rather just take a read that I truly believe in rather than just trusting a goat to put ball in basket enough times for me to fucking, turn green. So.
And so this episode will be coming out today. Friend of the program, Justin Steele, is playing the Cardinals at even money. The Cubs are probably going to win that game by $1 million.
Steele's goated.
Sorry.
Steele's goated.
Sorry, Nick.
The Cardinals are a shit org.
So bad.
Hey, we're on a 3-game win streak right now. Just won the series against the Cubs. Looking to sweep today. So
Friend of the program, Justin Steele, on the bump.
almost blew the lead last night, but they came back. Offensive back.
How about this? 43 innings pitched. Justin Steele, an ERA of 1.45.
Nuts.
That's insane.
Love to see it,
Literally
Steele.
insane.
Good shit, bro.
Let's go, Justin. All right, yeah. I mean, that'll do it for our Wednesday show. We talked a lot about the games that are happening today. You know that those episodes are always fun when we have games that are coming out today, and we kind of get to put our meat on the table a little bit. I'm gonna go Knicks minus 3.5. I'm gonna go the over in the Lakers game. I'm gonna go over in both the hockey games, and those will be my plays for today. You don't have to give yours out, but
W
that's what I'm gonna
platter.
do. That's probably gonna be the platter. I might take one off for the platter because I like when the platter is 3 and I have a chance to go 2-1 or 3-0, or 0-3. But I like having a chance to go a positive instead of even out. But those are my 4 favorite plays right now for those games. Probably not doing any more baseball until the playoffs are done because I just can't do baseball, dude. I take first 5s and they lose 1-0 and then win the game 7-1. Like I just can't do it anymore.
Not a bad idea. It's gonna be a long summer, so
Dude, long. Looking forward to lacrosse though.
lacrosse season.
Looking forward to lacrosse. That's the only thing. They just had the draft yesterday. The Atlas got better, so that's all that matters.
W's.
Let's go. This has been another episode live from the couch. Appreciate you guys.
We'll be seeing.